Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? I trust that you're well and that you had a good weekend. Welcome to our creative lesson. Today, during our creative activities, we are going to do a tearing activity. We are going to do a tearing activity. And we are going to tear some papers. So for the tearing activities, what we'll need some old newspapers. This is all we'll need for our activity today, some old newspapers. Last time during the creative activity, you people painted some flowers with Miss Steph. And today, we are going to tear these newspapers. Now, when we want to tear, we are supposed to use these three fingers, the thumb, the pointing finger, and the middle finger. We use the three fingers on both hands. So I've said we are going to use the thumb, the pointing finger, and the middle finger. The same to this other hand, we'll use the thumb, the pointing finger, and the middle finger. So we are going to use these three on our right hand and these three on our left hand. So this is the way we are going to hold our paper when we are tearing. And today we are going to tear not on a line, but we are going to tear anyhow. But remember, these three fingers hold this side and these three hold this other side. Then we hold our paper like this and we tear. We hold and tear. We tear. We want to tear them into small pieces, very small pieces. And remember, I have said we are using these three and these other three. So we hold like this and we tear. We hold and tear. And we want to tear them into very small pieces, Put them there. Hold the other one and tear them into small pieces. Remember, as you tear, you are strengthening these muscles. You are straightening your finger muscles so that when you hold your pencil, your fingers don't get tired. So we tear into small pieces. And you tear carefully, don't drop them on the floor. Tear them into small pieces, as small as you can. And you put them there. Take hold of the other one. Remember the fingers that are holding our paper. These three hold like this and you tear. You use the fingers that you always hold your crayon with and you tear. The three fingers tear into small pieces. I hope you'll be able to tear them like that and tear into small pieces. Some people will feel like their fingers are getting tired, but continue so that you tear all your newspaper and put them there. I also have this other one. I will tear and tear. You don't have to follow the lines, you just tear. Tear them into small pieces, like that. Tear them. And always remember when tearing, the three fingers on this side and the three fingers on this side. And you tear into small pieces. And remember, these small pieces, we are going to use them for another activity. So we will keep them well so that next time when we want to use them, they are readily available. So that is the activity we are going to do today during our creative lesson. Tearing. We are tearing. And what are we tearing? This one is a piece of newspaper. You can also tear some used papers. Any paper that you'll find that has been used and mommy or daddy doesn't need it, they can give it to you so that you tear. Because when you're tearing like this, it helps to strengthen your fingers that hold the pencil. So So use the 3 fingers to tear. Use the 3 fingers to tear. And remember, as you tear like that, it helps to strengthen your finger muscles. So I am almost through with tearing. Then when I'm through, there we go. I am through with all my papers. I've torn them into small pieces. In case you find those ones that are not small, you can continue tearing them into smaller pieces. These are now my papers that I've torn into small pieces. Then what do I do with them? Do I pour them on the floor? No, I'll not pour them on the floor because I don't want to make the floor dirty. So what I'll do, remember I have said we are going to use them in our next lesson. So we are not going to throw them. I will look for something and keep them there. I'll look for either a paper or a paper bag. Then I keep them there so that I don't lose them. So for now, I'll pick all my pieces of paper, all the ones that I've torn. Remember, I have said we are going to use them in our next lesson, so I'll not throw them away. I'll go and keep them somewhere safely and ensure that my place is tidied up and it's not messed up. Papers are not thrown on the floor. Papers are not scattered on the floor. I make sure the place where I was working is very neat. I tidy up everything, put them together, and look for a bag to keep this one so that in our next lesson, I'll be able to get them and use them. Okay, boys and girls. So your activity for today will be tearing. Just tearing, as simple as that. But make sure you remember to use these 3 fingers and these 3 fingers on the left hand. The 3 fingers on the right hand and the 3 fingers on the left hand. Remember, we have said the thumb, the pointing finger, and the middle finger. The thumb, the pointing finger, and the middle finger. These are the 3 that we will use to hold our papers as we tear. Okay, boys and girls? After you are through with the activity, remember we've said you tidy up so that you don't leave the place messy. So that's the activity you'll do. But please don't tear before you ask mommy or daddy for permission. Let them give you the old newspapers. Let them give you the old newspapers that they are not using are the ones we tear. Do not tear the newspaper that mommy or daddy are still reading. Don't tear those ones. Ask them for the old ones they'll give you, or any paper. Do not tear your books also. Don't tear your books. Just the ones that mommy or daddy or your brother or your sister has given you. Okay, boys and girls? Yes, and I hope you're going to tear them very small, into small pieces. I hope you're going to tear them into small pieces and then you keep them. Then you keep them well for our next creative activities lesson. So today what were we doing? We were tearing newspapers into small pieces. Until next time, in our next creative activities, thank you very much and God bless you, and I hope you're going to do a good work. Bye-bye.